welcome to No Enemies Here, the show where you get the jazz. You don't get the blues here, man. You get the jazz. Welcome, and thank you for watching. I have the Stack Academy video, the Montreal Con. It's in this episode. Yep, a couple of you have been hammering me about it, especially KilRoyWasHere, you know, just to turn the knife a little bit. It's okay, Kilroy. I love you, man. I hope everything went well, and thanks for dissing me, on Tuesday. Anyways, we got Wojennik's back. We got Dave, the baby maker, the punk rocker of War Game Institution, is back. And I'm gonna put in an interlude, so it's a rerun, but it's been 5 years, man, you know, because I'm looking at stuff I used to do, and things change. It is what it is. Today, my day off again. I think every 2 weeks I have a Friday off unless they schedule me, and I've been taking it easy. Tomorrow I'm gonna have some friends coming over. We're gonna have a supper, and then I'm gonna hire him to do both my bathrooms. That's what it is, you know. You gotta grease the guy a bit, and maybe he'll lower his price. It's what it is, man. If he doesn't lower his price, well, I'll hire somebody else. I'll invite somebody else over for supper. Whatever. What has gone on this week? Well, I've been watching the I don't want to get political here, but I've been watching the January 6th hearings, the commission. Very interesting. What else have I been watching? I started watching, I think, if I'm not mistaken, his name is Nikolai Turovsky, and it's the Stalker movie. I'm in the middle of watching it right now. I'm in the second part. It's not for everybody. It's for me. It's slow going, and it's just like a picture, and things happen in the picture. That picture doesn't move, but there's a lot of movement because it's happening in the heads of the guys there. You know what I mean? And one guy's a stalker, one guy's a writer, and the other guy's a scientist. So the scientist and the writer says. And nothing has happened yet in, I'd say, 40 minutes. When I say nothing has happened, the plot hasn't developed very much, but it's like a Lynch movie, Eraserhead, you know. Either you get into it or you don't. And there's a time and place to get into it, and there's time and place not to get into it. And trust me, when it's party time, it ain't the time and place to watch Stalker. But nevertheless, that's that. As I said, I've got the stack video here. Give me some comments. Some people have given me comments on my new-ish format. I'm still yet to iron the kinks. Stuff like that. You know, I mean, not because I work different hours, and I work from 10 to 6:45, and it's a weird time to work. But money is money. And it's just like in the morning you get up. Let's say I get up at 7:30, which is a decent time to get up. And I go to work. I leave here at 9:30, so it doesn't leave me much time to do stuff. First of all, it's in the morning. I want to have my coffee, and I want to smoke my pipe, and I want to be with my dog, and then I come back home and I gotta take a shower at 6:45 because I got all the scum of everything in my head from washing dishes and the food, and God help us, and the sweat. But it's a job, So that's what it is. Hey, I've planted my 4 plants. They're this big right now. I don't indulge because I can't. It doesn't work for me. But I like to give it away to friends. It's some of my friends indulge. Here you go. Takes nothing to grow. You plant them and you leave it. It's a weed. I'm saying. And what did I get? I got actually I got 3 copies of The Rise of the Luftwaffe, the old GMT Down in Flames. And I wonder why I have 3 copies of that. I don't get it. I don't get it. What do I need 3 copies of it? What am I, STUKAJOE? I love STUKAJOE. People, enjoy the show. Be nice.
Oh putain!
Remember, the code NEH show ends July 4th. After that, no 10%. Till they give it to me later. Something's going up, they're brewing something. So you got basically 2 days to get your stuff at Noble Night. Welcome to Wargaming News. On 6 Actual this week, we have Heroes of Normandy, Saint Menegli's an unboxing in 4K. All that's on 6 Actual. And on ARDWULF'S Lair, we have 5 videos. Counterclipping, Desert Island War Games, and a flip through of JTAS, Traveler Tuesday, that is, Journal of the Traveler's Aid Society, Volume 7. Also, a look inside Dallas. Dallas, a game. Remember Dallas, the TV show with JR? Who killed JR? Well, this is a SPI game created by James Dunnigan from the license of Dallas. And you know what? Go check it out. I did. And Artie does a great job. Very professional. Doesn't belittle anything. Tells it as it is. Also, an unboxing of Kernstown, Blind Sword in the Shenandoah Valley, a game by Revolution Games, and designer interview Taylor Schuss of Stonewall Uprising. All this on ARDWULF'S Lair. Also, on Back to the Table, the father and daughter team, their favorite art. I'm assuming their favorite art of board game boxes. And on Beyond Solitaire, Sniper Elite, a game by Dave Thompson. And this is, we have 2 videos, that is, Sniper Elite How to Solo and Sniper Elite The Review. I'm sure the review is going to be positive, knowing David Thompson. On Big Board Gaming, we have Course in Pocket 2 brief update. And he states, read notes below also. Okay. And the chief of bonding with board games and RPGs with a live update. Things almost back to normal. We know that the chief had a flood, and I gotta get in touch with him to see what's going on. and the man famously known as Calandale, Enrico Viglino, 5 videos out. 1, the amazing book, the Amazon's book discussion. Now, I don't know what he's talking about. I think maybe he's talking about his type of books, but not the, like, Mike Lambo books, but whatever. And he's got Marengo 3 and wrap of that game, and 18 mag intro 1 and 2 being videos of 18 mag. And James Isert, yet another fantasy RPG score on Castle Archon. This is a completely revised 2nd edition of Thieves Guild, the fantasy system on Castle Archon. And Combat Board Games were blessed again. 2 videos. 1 video he's unboxing Time War by Yaquinto Publications, and he's unbagging on another video Zama, Hannibal vs. Scipio, the 19th of October 202 BC. On Compass Games Live, that is, episode 77. Join them as they talk about the latest company news and updates. Furthermore, we have Dad vs. Son with a slew of combat videos, a game by Compass Games. I actually have the volume 1 and this combat game that was kindly given to me by, I forget the man's name, but I think it was Art. I'm sorry, Art, if I've forgotten your name. Here, so scenario number 1 turns 7 and 8, 9 and 10 and 11 and 12. The end of that scenario 1. So scenario 2 turns 1 through 4. All this on Dad vs. Son. Dave's Gaming Cave. 4 videos out. 3 of them are about Storm Above the Reich, 1943. Early missions 2 to 6. And then he has a video, the PC Replay Baseball 1980 Yankees versus White Sox. Now, I understand. I get it. I was a massive baseball fan when the Expos were in Montreal, and I replay that game against the where was Rick Monday? Was it the Phillies? When on a Monday, Rick Monday nailed that home run and cut us out of the pennant. I forget. Whatever. On Epic History TV, that wonderful channel, the Decemberists revolt against the Tsar. This is the story of the Decemberists revolt of 1825. All this on Epic History TV. I don't know about this. I'm gonna go check it out. That's what's great about perusing the web on War Games. And Gigi of Geek Gamers Solo GM Guide Sneak Peek. Look, if you want to know stuff about RPGs, obviously check out Artie and the Chief of Bonding with Board Games, but also check out Geek Gamers. Different perspectives, everything's good. And Timmy of Harebrained Games, 4 videos out. Harebrained Games Weekend Games is 1 video, and Harebrained Games Belated Week in review, which is holding up Almoravid, a game by Volko Rumke. Also unboxing Sniper Elite, David Thompson, and he reviews Days of Air Budapest 1956. And on Harsh Rules, we got Command and Colors Medieval Part 2. These are rules breakdown, and he looks at terrain rules, and he says here there are actually quite a few changes of terrain rules from combat and Command and Colors Ancients, especially with camp and city walls and gate. Harsh Rules, Ben Harsh. On Hex to Hex, he's a grognard here. Killing Ground Part 1. Now, Killing Ground, this to me looks like a Compass. Oh, that's a New England Simulations game. I see. That's why I thought it was a Compass game, but it's not, as I said. Also, that great channel that is History Hustle, the German invasion of Greece, 1941. Man, it's wicked to think that Italy was part of that. But anyways, and we'll be right back after this short message. Welcome back. Welcome back with my favorite Frenchman, Fred Serval. I can't wait to kiss this guy when I meet him. He's playing the Paris Commune, discussing historical depictions of the Commune in tabletop games. And he's joined by Dan Bullock from the podcast Game Design Deep Dive, and also with Catherine Ramen on Homoluden. And if you want to relax, sit back, watch a great horror movie, get all tense, freak out, we got on the Horror Central Zombie Hamlet. Come on, with a title like that, you're not gonna watch it? The Devil Lives Here. Come on, with a title like that, you're not gonna watch it? Also, Ghost of Goodnight Lane. Come on, with a title like that, you're not gonna watch that? And Chasing Sleep. And also House of Good and Evil. Come on, with a title like that, you're not gonna watch that? And we have ID Jester in the War Room with Whiskey, Charlie, Mo, Kevin, and GIMPY. Joined by Rough Swordsman Wargamer, Tony, and ID Jester. Also CNC Ancients with CDG Solo System, Ticinius River. I guess that's that. And that is STUKAJOE's solo thing. Arkham Horror board game, 2nd edition base. The base game, I should say. This, I've heard great news, or great things about the Arkham Horror game. It's in depth, it's involved, it's fun, and it's Lovecraft. Come on. And he has a live Open the Box, which is an unboxing. And respect! Jim Ozarski has 4 videos this week. The Blockade for Fighting Sale, the 1815 campaign for Snappy Nappy, and again, Snappy Nappy, so the 1815 campaign parts 1 and 2, and the Blockade for Fighting Sale part 2, all on Jim Ozarski, a former Grognard of the Year. Once you're Grognard of the Year, you are Grognard. Settled. On the Minister, that is Joel Toppin's YouTube site, he set up Chickamauga campaign for the battle above the clouds, I should say, on the great campaigns of the American Civil War. For all our Spanish listeners, Julius Fairfax does 300 Tierra y Agua. So, earth, and water. And ladies and gentlemen, yes, I'm getting close. You can see my bald head, but I have it here. And it's actually in Japanese. It's the Greco-Persian War. But there's English rules somewhere. So that's it for that. And continuing with Juste Garde, 5 videos, game on summer. Day 0 of the US Civil War setup and 1861. I wonder which game he's playing here. And game on summer. Is that what it's called? Game on summer. So day 1, day 2, day 3, all bridges burning, and 4 last battles of Grossbeeren, an operational combat series game, I guess, on Juste Garde. Check it out. Prove me nothing. On Kings and Generals, 3 videos. The Battle of the Persian Gate, 330 BC. Alexander the Great. And Japan attacks New Guinea. Pacific War number 32. Look, if you're into the game Pacific War by Mark Herman, there's lots to learn here because he's into the Pacific War, you know what I mean? And why Japan joined the Axis, a World War II animated series. On Legendary Tactics, 5 videos. Are you solo board gamer? Are you a solo board gamer? Top 10 features. He checks out the how to play on the digital version of Heroes of Normandy. Then he has My Horrified Father's Day, a board game short. Must be funny. 5 reasons I love board games, and my top 5 board games with Canada in them. What can I tell you? I'm Canadian. On Let's Play History. Jan Heinemann of Let's Play History. Fin de jour das Ende der Republik. Yes, he does an International Kriegsspiel Society video in, I guess, Deutsch and in English. He says DE here. I would think Denmark, but no, he is German, so it's Deutschland, which means German speaking, and England, EN, England, yeah. On Let's Play History. God, I'm glad I shut myself up. On Marco Omni Gamer, a game I was thinking of getting called Air, Land, and Sea, a review on Marco Omni Gamer. And on the man that looks like a vampire, and don't tell me he doesn't look like a vampire, Mark Felton of Mark Felton Production looks at Himmler's Prince Charmless, Royal Nazi War Criminal. God, I guess you're taken away with all this power, and he's got the death head's skull. Yeah, God, man. I don't know. On Mauro Faina's channel for our Italian listeners. Obviously, Mauro's got 10 videos out. He does Il Giannizzero Nero. He looks at Midway 2. He looks at Midway for a while. And then he goes into, actually, he does everything on Il Giannizzero Nero on Midway. So if you want to practice your Italian and learn a game concerning Midway, Mauro Faina. Mo of Mo's Game Table, 2 videos. Overlord, D-Day and the Beach Head Battles expansion. And Whiskey Charlie with the great, and I say that in all honesty, Herman Lettman. Herman Lettman will be a guy who goes down in the annals with Mark Herman, Eric Lee Smith, John Butterfield. I mean, Herman, come on, his output is tremendous. Yeah, zombie games, but good zombie games. That doesn't take away anything from Herman and war games and his research into the American Civil War with the new game, A Most Fearful Sacrifice from Flying Pig Games. And now, we look at my own worst enemy. Gameplay, Assault, Red Horizon 41, the setup of that game. And on, my computer's bugging up here. Look at that, what is it? It's Patrick's Tactics and Tutorials, 3 videos. One being Pax Porfiriana, the game teach, I should say, and playthrough. And here come the Rebels, scenario number 8, the Maryland something. Oh, he told me, you put your, it ain't working. It ain't working. Combat Commander Stalingrad Campaign, another video. We're gonna have to see how this thing works. I got an email from John, I think, and he told me the ... I can do something on them. Press it and nothing happens. You know why nothing happens? Because it's a bloody screenshot. And remember World War II. I watch this with lots of respect because I am here because of men like this, men and women. On Remember World War II, Iwo Jima Marine describes savage fighting against the Japanese and hand-to-hand combat. In World War II, I'm assuming this is the Pacific Theater, obviously. And when you look at this man here, I don't know him. And if you're walking down the street, you would just basically say hello. You know, hello, be courteous. But the guy's a hero. I mean, what he's been through, you can't even imagine. And I'm not going to go into it. Also, Riccardo Mazzini, the professor. 5 videos. The Life of a War Gamer. Counter Trays in Italian. Also, Battles of Normandy, an introduction, On the Table, and the conclusion. All this in Italian. And he does it in English. For our American listeners, all what he said, Battles of Normandy, has nothing to do... Oh yes, of course. All what he said on Mike Lambo's game in Italian, in English. That's Riccardo for you. And Rough Swordsman's Wargamer, an unbagging of his Israeli Air Force Leader expansion number 1, published by DVG. And you know what he says here? If you like what he does on the channel, buy the guy a coffee. A coffee. Look, if you meet Rough Swordsman, you're gonna buy him a beer. It's more expensive than a coffee. Come on. And right now, we're gonna go into the Stack Academy video, and we'll be back with more news. Well, here we are at Stack Academy and Premium Hotel. It's early in the day, downtown Montreal. People coming in and out. So we're gonna walk in, we're gonna check it out. The restaurant straight ahead. Here we speak French, and we speak English, and many other things. So there's a fine restaurant right there. Only the way Montreal would have it. Hopefully, we can buy a couple of refreshments here. But I don't know, there could be a wedding happening here. I don't know. So, let's go see what happens here. Maybe I'll have to get my own refreshments. So walking into the doors, a couple of people there. Bonjour, monsieur.
Bonjour.
Here we We have a couple of games. You don't mind if I film? Right, some David Thompson games. John Butterfield games. This is all courtesy of Le Valet de Coeur. And we have some games that people are selling. Let's see what we got here. All right. We got von Meinstein's Backhand Blow. PQ-17. Knights of the Air. I think I'm going to pick that one up. I think so. And more games here. And you know, they're going for reasonable prices there. There's a Victory Denied. Those games here, these TSP games, I think they're going for $5 each. French and Indian War. And Sicily, fast action games, Space Empires, Arctic Storm, Salerno, Austerlitz. Oh, we got two games by the guy who did Space Empire. What's his name? For God's sakes, I forget now. And there's more David Thompson games. Some doodads, Dice Towers, and some games here. Stock Market, Vegas Showdown, Eldritch Horror. Look what we got there, man. Seriously? Aye? Atlantic Chase. Get it while you can. We have Ted Racer games, and look at that. Ardennes, the Battle of the Bulge, 1944. John Butterfield. That's all nice wooden stuff. There's the lobby. You can see downtown. But this is one street north of St. Catherine Street. So, yeah. And we got some fine gentlemen playing this game here. Hi, Frontier. I hope you gentlemen don't mind. Good. On peut parler français, même si ça vaut aux Américains, hein? Vive la France, esti. Salut, US. That's good, man. Il vend pas de bière ici? Oh oui, il en vend? OK, good. And you gentlemen are playing?
Imperium Legend.
From? Who's the designer?
This game? The designer is...
Oh, c'est pas nouveau, ça.
This is new.
That's new?
Came out a few months ago.
From Osprey, eh? They're getting into games big time, huh? Maybe, what's his name? David Thompson kicked that off, huh? I think so. Thanks. I got my card here. There I am. That's me. Gonna put that on. Hey. And there's even a guy from Supertramp, Roger Hodgson. But anyways. So we're walking into the game room. This is the small lobby. Let the lady go by. She's the valet de coeur lady. This is a bilingual world here.
Right now, because my token's there.
And we got these guys playing a serious game.
Okay.
So the cycle is on, serious wounds, clear.
And then third serious wound dead.
You can remove serious wounds, by the way.
Yeah, but that's why I almost protected. Because my way to removing the serious wound is there. But
That's where the ER is, right?
no. I have one. Yeah, I'm going to play motivation. I'm in a room with a computer, so I'll draw a card in the hope of.
Second action?
Can you give me a command? No, you can't.
It's not in the same
I asked 3
I'm not gonna yap a lot,
so I'll pass.
but you never know who you're gonna meet here. I was supposed to speak to Marc Rodrigue, but Marc Rodrigue is not gonna make it, much to my chagrin. You know, he was gonna come in full costume. And here we have terrible. Is this a new game? This is a new game. Nice. You're designing it?
Yes.
Very good. And your name is? Hein?
Nicolas Cousson.
Nicolas Cousson. On parle du français ou on parle anglais? Ça va aux Américains, ça. Français, man. Sorry, Americans. Non, on va parler français. Ça, qu'est-ce qui se passe avec ce jeu-là, man? C'est quoi le...
C'est la Révolution française dans son entier.
So it's the French Revolution War.
Not war. It's a political event.
Political event, I'm sorry. Hey, I'm just a groupie, man. I don't know anything about war games, you know what I'm saying?
Players are playing each side of the assembly, like the left, the center, and the right side, and they try to have their vote being passed and get points by with it. And with votes, they affect the course of the revolution. Like they might get not the king removed, they might start the Vandalian War or not. They might change the course of history. And it's a 3-player CDG game with different stack of cards depending on the phase they're playing. There's like 5 phases that can play independently from each other, but they can decide to play. Like we start today with phase 2 and we end with phase 3, or they can decide to either we play all 5 phases, or we only want to play phase 5 today.
And how long does it take to play this game?
Well, each phase takes about like 2 hours for experienced player. So playing the full game for experienced players would be 10 hours. But normally people will just do 1 or 2 phases at a time.
And how long has this game been in development?
Since December 2019.
2019, eh? Was this the game that I saw you on the Last Stack Academy?
No.
That you developed? Has that game been printed? Pas encore?
No, there's a subject issue, like being too obscure.
What was the subject?
Canada.
And it's obscure.
It was a point about Canada during like the 19th century.
Do you know?
They deemed it too obscure, and they wanted me like to be more known.
Who's they? Who's they?
GIMPY.
And you don't want to shop around other...
I'm shopping around because they refused this one for some dubious reason, because when we tested it, it was like the reverse of what they were saying to me. So we don't understand why they really refused it. But right now I'm searching for other people.
Well, they're Americans, eh? They don't understand us Quebecers here. Well, that was a joke there, eh? Anyways, and your name again is?
Nicolas Cousson.
Nicolas Cousson. Well, hopefully, Nicolas, this is going to come out and it's going to be printed. And has it been play tested big time? Yeah, we're going around here. We have a game of elusive victory happening. Is that what's happening here, or is it just a box? This looks like a coin game here. Am I wrong? Let's see what they got here.
You want to know a little bit about this?
This is Serb Standard. There he goes. There he goes.
You don't know about this, right?
You know what? Let's go ahead. And hold on, I'll get closer with my mic.
Oh, sure, yeah, let's do this.
Okay, is this your design?
Sadly, it is not. It's a guy, what the heck's his name? Andre, I forgot his last name.
A Quebecer?
No, he's a Serbian.
Man, I thought he's a Serbian.
Yeah.
Okay, he's allowed.
Andre Vraklic? It's a Serbian. I'll have to ask him how to say his name because I'm not really very good at that.
Yeah,
language.
no.
But it's
Zalek or something like that.
he designed this, and I was talking about his thing, and we actually started working out a little bit on it. So he's self-published this in Serbia. He's selling it to people in Belgrade.
Hey, people from Wisconsin. Look at that. Space Hulk, Death Angel, but that's not it. I know this game. Yep. Is this a Jerry White game? Atlantic Chase? I mean, seriously, this game, man. Everybody raves. Even Artie raves. Yeah, it's a Jeremy White game. Look at that. I know one's playing it, man. But it's a solo game, isn't it? So we're buzzing around here. Playing Indian Wars, John Paniski. Look at that. Hey, I keep thinking, Marc Rodrigue, where the hell is he? But he's not here. This looks like a pretty, well, it's area controlled, obviously. With the Le Havre box, I don't get it. Not a lot of people here compared to last year's. And this is the favorite here, Combat Commander. Holy cow. These guys here really love Combat Commander. There's always a game happening here. Chad Jensen game. As I was saying, Combat Commander. Dominic, is this a tournoi? This is a tournament. It's killer. It's what happens to the loser? We stab him?
Loser gets stabbed,
Hey?
winner gets a game. So
Ah, jeez, look at that. Look at that. These guys are serious. Vive la France, man. What's going on here? Holy moly. Oh, that's a Combat Commander. As I said, these guys ain't messing around. Oh, okay, well, he sees your cards, but he won't see them till next week. Is that cool? Well, we got some weirdos here not playing a war game. On parle-tu français ou both. You know, we're in Quebec here, Christ. What game is this, man? And I guess it's an older game?
no, 2021.
Maglev Metro.
Yeah.
Is it Russian?
No.
Maglev is a magnetic levitation.
There you go, man. There you go. I thought it was.
Made in Germany, I think, or Japan. I'm not sure.
I thought it was a city in Russia, or that's what I know.
Pretty good game. But not another city. You would need to put a greenery tile first.
Hi.
Sorry.
Terraforming Mars, eh?
Yes.
Good game?
Yeah. First time.
I mean, I've got it, never played it. Do I need an expansion to enhance my experience of this game?
Well, they got a lot of them, too.
And do I need? Is it difficult?
No. It's a card game.
That's it, eh? Is there a lot of strategy in here, or is there a lot of luck?
It depends on your hand. And you can go produce that or that.
I bought Turmoil. I never played with it. Maybe on the next game, we'll see. I heard that it steers up things a lot.
That's the expansion, eh?
Yeah. One
Okay. So we're in Quebec here. Pourquoi qu'on parle anglais?
Parce que lui parle anglais.
Just see, one Englishman has to really destroy two Quebecers here. It's always the English. I don't get. Vive la France, man. You guys look too intense, like you're not having fun, man. Hein? Ah, pourquoi qu'on parle anglais, man? Maudit anglais sale. Asti, on va les avoir, les anglais, man. OK, vive la France, tabarnak. Oh, we got some illegalities happening here. Illegalities. Nevertheless, no one's saying anything to anybody. Triumph and tragedy. I think it's got to be like lunchtime now. Hey? And some people are here to stay, man. See what I'm saying? Lasagna. That's not lasagna, man. It's made by Mike's Submarines. Come on, give me a break. And then we go over here. You never know who you're going to meet here. Hey? And my hand's freezing up because I got carpal tunnel syndrome. But we'll see. The next table here, what's going on. And this is Galatia. And it's time of crisis. I can hear the players' aid, man. Players' aid. They made a big to-do with times of crisis.
Because me and my friend would play on tabletop
And here, nothing's happening here. Non, on parle français, on est au Québec, man. Christ, tu sais, hein, pourquoi les Américains? Ah, Christ. OK, on va les avoir, les Anglais, man. Vive la France, Carlis. Ben, vive le Québec, tabarnak. Les anglophones, that's it. That's it. Hey. Like it. Is this part of the tournament? Oh. Oh.
Initiation game.
Here, and you never know who you're gonna meet here. Even the elusive Carl Paradis. He's elusive. He's playing his new game. Am I allowed to film this, Carl? Okay. When are you gonna be maybe available to talk about this today? It's about 2 o'clock. Maybe we'll have a little interview if you're okay with that. Okay. So I'm gonna phase out again, and I'll see you guys later. All right. I just saw something that was really interesting, and it's right there. Now, we're going to get a little bit of a demo of what that is. Okay? Like, I'm just showing you, and let's go take a walk and see it in action, because the tournament is happening. Okay, so let's move forward. There's more stuff happening here. More people are here now. And, you know, we're in beautiful downtown Montreal. So let's see what's going on. And here it is. This is what's going on. Now, we're looking at this board. And they're having a tournament here, so I'm not going to bother the guys. So we're looking at the table. We're looking at that. Yep, you probably don't know what I'm showing you. Okay? So, let's go here. And look at that. We're looking at that. That's the table. This is a custom table. That you can put on your regular table. And it keeps your map under plexiglass. And after, you probably after we're gonna get a tour. We're gonna get a tour of this, and Larry's gonna show us, and he's gonna tell us what this is all about. So we'll see you in a while. And here I think the game is over. It's over. I came at the wrong time. Oh, this is Scythe. How long does it take to play the game? 4 hours? Oh, that's it? And strategies involved and all that, very nice? Not too difficult?
Well, it depends. He won.
Oh, that's why. Okay, man, thanks. This is John Paniski's game. And we're gonna go in between people here. And we're gonna see what's there. And, oh, this is the game where you stab people in the back, huh?
Not that much.
Calice.
Il y a des pires jeux.
Ah, ça me fait mal au cœur, ça, c'ti. And here they're playing Lord of the Rings. Is this the Knizia game?
No. Oh, yeah. He has a...
It is the...
Really? No. This is Roberto Nicatello, I believe. And, I'm sorry, Francisco Nicatello and Roberto Damasio.
Why, the Knizia game is not relevant anymore? It's...
I've never played it.
Okay. Thanks.
Hello everyone, this is Michel Leviathan-Sorbet from the Polish YouTube channel Wojennik TV. I was absent from last week's show, so during this very quick roundup I would like to give you an information about the videos that I released on Wojennik TV during the last 14 days. There will be only 4 wargaming related videos, and the first one, released 2 weeks ago, was a playthrough of Ambush. Ambush is an extremely important game for our all community. This is one of the most important solitaire games ever designed. Ambush is a game which transports us to the Second World War and to Normandy, and during the game we will take control of a squad of American soldiers accomplishing different missions. taking control of the whole squad, taking control of all the soldiers which are part of this squad, trying to take control of key objectives, save their comrades who were wounded during previous missions, trying to dislodge enemy troops occupying fortified positions, and also trying to avoid ambushes. Extremely entertaining, interesting game, and I decided to release a playthrough of it, of the first scenario on my channel. The second game, the second video, which was wargaming related, which I released some time ago, was the English version of the review of Bretwalda. Bretwalda, which is a project currently on GameFound, and it is a very ambitious project by Phalanx, which will enable us to recreate the struggle for supremacy, for dominance in England at the end of the 8th century. The player who will accomplish this task will become the new Bretwalda. This is a game for 1 to 4 players, although during the campaign, if I am correct, a new stretch goal was unlocked, which will also allow players to play in a group of up to 5 players. The 2 videos most recently released on my channel, which were wargaming related, were another playthrough last Sunday, and this was a playthrough of Forest of the Impaled, Vlad Dracula's Final Stand. This is a game by Command Post Games, which is one of my favorite war games. I have already presented the unboxing, the review, both in Polish as well as in English, and this time this was a playthrough, a whole game during which I presented how it looks and how it works. The game is a game which recreates events from the 15th century and of a Muslim invasion of Transylvania, of Wallachia to be precise, and here the troops led by Vlad Dracula, by the predecessor of, or rather by the character who later became inspiration for Bram Stoker's character in his Dracula book, are trying to defend their lands against the Muslim invasion. Extremely entertaining, very beautiful game. I really enjoy it. I like every play of it, and I decided to share this game also with my viewers during this playthrough. Finally, the last video, which was wargaming related on my channel, was the English version of the review of Commands and Colors Napoleonics. Now, this is a game obviously very well known to every wargamer. I released a lot of videos about this game, but all of them were so far in Polish. Now, this was the English version of the review of the core game, because I intend also to release videos concerning all the later expansions, both in Polish as well as in English. So in order to do so, I decided to start from the beginning, from the base game, which was released nearly 12 years ago, if I am correct. So those were the 4 wargaming related videos released during the last days on Wojennik TV. As always, I wish you an excellent weekend, have a great gaming, and see you next time.
Welcome back. This week on Seek Out and Play Adventure by Yaquinto Games. This is a short video about adventure and out-of-print game by Yaquinto. This is a video that is essentially an unboxing which shows the components, maps, and the album jacket. On Simple History, Hitler's personal train, the Führer-Sonderzug. Stigler. Also, another video called Lost in the Amazon Jungle for 3 weeks on Simple History. And an unboxing on the board games Chronicles of Enemy Action Ardennes, a game designed by John Butterfield. Legendary designer. I mean, anything that comes out by John Butterfield, I strongly suggest get it. On the Discriminating Gamer, 5 videos out. The Guild of Merchant Explorers, another video called Galactic Era, and number 14 of Cody's Game Shelf. That's unbelievable. How many games does this guy got? And top 10 AEG games for June 2022. AEG's got a lot of games. And The Dark Knight Returns, Batman, the Deluxe Edition on the Discriminating Gamer. And the Dusted Game Shelf, 5 videos out. Tabletop Miniatures. So ATA3 Cogs Army Box. I think he's talking about Dust Tactics. Also Tabletop Collections AT43 Red Block Army Box. And he talks about Dust Tactics with that a great beard and a nice, I think it's an Irish, it's not a schnauzer. Could be a schnauzer. Also hobby modeling, market stalls, and map drawing for RPGs. All this on the Dusted Game Shelf. We go on with a Most Fearful Sacrifice Grand Battle Opening Part 2 on the PBS channel that is the Oaken Night. And on the Player's Aid, we have 3 videos, an unboxing of Volkerwanderung. Well, wow. He wrote it, or they wrote it, but I don't know if they can pronounce it. Volkerwanderung. That's pretty good. Also, a review of Irish Freedom from White Dog Games, and an unboxing of Stronghold Undead from Portal Games. On the Tabletop's Edge, 3 videos. Diary of a Young Gosling, number 2 and 3 and 4, and thoughts on the Gosling method. On the Goss method, for God's sake. For God's sakes. And the Tank Museum, there are 2 videos out this week. A Tank Fest online on the Tank Museum, and Tank Chats 157, the Furret MK2 and 5, and they're not talking about the Tiger Tank. I thought they were talking about the Tiger Tank, but that must be another video I got here. And GIMPY of the GIMPY Gamer does a Games Workshop is Heavy-Handed video. Whiskey Charlie with Herman Latman. Compass Games giveaway, the winner, and Snap Ship Tactics, a Kickstarter. On Tony's Board Life Action at Calandale, Cabbage Patch Stand, turn number 3. And U-Boater 658, 4 videos up MacArthur's War, Mar 51, UN response. I don't know what the 51 stands for, but take a look. Unboxing Paper Wars 101, Case Geld. Wow, that looks like the mouse. Is it the mouse? Or the rat? No, it's the mouse. And Operation Unthinkable T4 Allies Keep Up the Pressure. And the last video is the Traveler Campaign, Planet Temperature First Survey Targets. On Wardy Role Plays World War II, 2 videos. First Panzer Grenadier Attempt, France, 1940, and a quick priming of the D&D model, and he thanks McMurray. We go on with Wayne Hansen, the cop, that is Wayne Hansen. 3 videos of a Recon War Diary, a quarterly wargaming journal. Yep, sometimes I get it. Hey, great read. Also, live increasing wargame popularity. Is that happening? And again, Recon, his segment called Recon, Scream, Aim, Fire, a Game, published by Tiny Battle Publishing. And on Wise Guy History, 3 videos on a live one. New opening moves for Fall Blau, turns 1. Axis forces look to trap Soviets, Fall Blau, turn number 4. And Axis forces surround Rostov, Fall Blau, turn number 7. On the great channel that is World War II, Indy Nidell's channel and friends, 200 weeks of war, that is, World War II, June 25th, 1943. Also, the Queen of Effin' Everything. This is a blooper reel. This should be funny. And a deep dive into the Tiger 1 by the Chieftain. That's what I was talking about before. It's on World War II, Indy Nidell's channel. And Zilla Blitz has 10 videos out. So he does By Stealth and Sea Gibraltar mission number 9. Also, he has 2 videos of unlocking Smithville Dam Snowrunner and Forestry Machinery. Look, this has got to be interesting. This has got to be like playing those farming games with all this machinery. Hey, look, if you've never been on a farm, you don't know what I'm talking about. But I was on a farm, and I'm telling you, it's interesting. Also, Attack at Dawn, North Africa. The first scenario goes back to By Stealth and Sea, a review of the Solitaire solo gameplay. And 1, 2, 3 of, actually, 2 videos on Nevsky playthrough. And I Can Do Anything, Euro Trucks, that is. And another video of trucks exploring Washington and Nevsky playthrough, a game by Volko Rumke.
Hey guys, Dave here. Welcome to Centurion's Review, the punk rock band of wargame review institutions. First thing we did was Ice War, and Ice War is from Metagaming, and it's one of their old micro games. Essentially what's going on is the Eurasian Socialist Alliance is at war with the United States, and the Eurasian Socialist Alliance has taken over most of the oil fields around the earth. So the American oil fields in Alaska are very important. Thus, the Eurasian Socialist Alliance is attacking them and trying to destroy them. There's satellites in this game. Satellites can be used to launch missiles. They can be used to do reconnaissance. You have hidden units, at least on the Russian side. You have hovercraft, tanks, and you have infantry. And the most interesting mechanic in this game is called conversion. What that means is if you're standing on ice and someone attacks you, there's a chance that the conversion will occur and the ice will turn into water from the heat of the weapons or whatever, and the troops there can fall through. And also if a missile hits a space, conversion can occur. And as far as tundra spaces, if those convert, they turn into mud, and sled units cannot go through mud. This is a really good game. I think it's from like 1979 or something. This is one of Metagaming's best games by far. And then we did Wargame Chat number 49, our favorites in wargaming. We went over our favorite solo games, favorite 2-player games, favorite magazine game, favorite wargame magazine, favorite wargame publishers, and so on and so forth. It's a really good video. Check it out. And don't forget, July 5th, my Battle of Zama Kickstarter is launching, so I'm going to be using that to help fund the channel and the website, so check it out. Thanks, and have a good evening.
Thank you, Dave and Len. And this concludes our longish show. Another week. Another show, 5 years worth. That's just great. And look, please like and subscribe and support this channel. And thank you very much, John Longshore, for being our new for being my new patron on Patreon. And for $5 a month, the amount of work that is required to do this type of show, you know, the editing and all that, it's well worth $5 a month. And thank you very much for watching. Other than that, everything's cool, man. Like my mother said, nothing new. Like, hey, I would say, hi, Mom, how's it going? What's new? She says, nothing. That's the way I like it. That's the way it is. We just finished last week the province birthday, I should say, or the province party, June 24th. And this weekend, as I'm recording now on the Friday, is Canada Day. And it's like party last week, party this week. But here in Quebec, Canada Day is a bit different because of the trials and tribulations that the French and the English have had together. This goes way back, man, to 300 years, 400 years, for God's sake, man. And you know what? We're still fighting today. After 400 years, we're still bickering. Now, the Office of the French Language, we have that here in Quebec, which is fine. Sometimes they go crazy, and it's just, I see it, you know, not being English or French. I see the bickering between them two, and it's childish. So the official language of Quebec is French, which, that's fine. And I agree with it, because it doesn't make for a different... When you come to Canada, Quebec is different. And that's the beauty of Quebec. It's different. Yeah, you're going to have stories of when you go to a restaurant and you speak English and you're all happy, and you have some snotty waiter who says, I'm sorry, I don't understand what you're talking about. I speak French. Some of them don't understand. Some of them are just plain assholes. So if that happens to you, the best I can say is don't give them your business. Get up, get out, go find another one. I'm sure there are many French restaurants in Quebec, in Montreal. And you throw a stone, like Mark Twain said, if you throw a stone in Quebec, you're going to hit a church. Well, if you throw a stone here, you're going to hit a French restaurant. And trust me, there are myriads of French restaurants. But Quebec is a beautiful place. I love it. I love the temperature. No, I love the fall temperature. There's something about fall in Quebec which is really beautiful. And with that said, have a good weekend. Being nice should be front and foremost in communication with anybody. It's just, you shouldn't think of being nice. You just be nice. Being grumpy, everybody has their days. You're allowed to be grumpy. People will forgive your grumpiness because everybody's nice, right? Everybody can have an off day. I have off days, trust me. Be nice, be gentle, love your kids. Have a good weekend.